So here we are. Tomorrow is the 20th of March, and that will be the equinox. Hope you can read that. The spring equinox is coming tomorrow here in Vrindavan. We're in Mathura. We're at latitude north. You know, we're at latitude north 27.5. And this is just to show that the conversion from muhurtas and trying to convert it into minutes and hours, it just never comes out exactly right. And that's what minutes and hours want, exactly right. It always shows its personality. The muhurta shows its personality. The minutes and the hours have no personality to them. So this year, the equinox is favoring daylight time because it's 726 minutes long. If you had to figure out the total minutes in a day is 1,440. So half of that would be 720, right? Well, this year, on our equinox, our days that have equal days and the time period of the day and the night are the same, our day is going to favor the daylight. So we're having 6 minutes more. It shows a personality. It actually is important. Now, okay, it's only 6 minutes, but it shows a personality. The muhurta, you can't take its personality away from them. A muhurta isn't a spot or a point. It's a space. So, there are 30 muhurtas in a whole day. So you can either divide 30 into 1,440 and get 48, or you can divide 15 into 720 and you get 48. So 48 minutes per muhurta. So the day muhurta and the night muhurta should be the same in minutes and hours. Well, this time our daylight muhurta is 48.4 of a muhurta. So again, you see the, I'm saying this because I'll also try to include a video there that shows that the heart is not a pump. If you would try to say that the heart is the pump, then my big toe would have a big problem. But actually, listen, actually, living blood is the pump. Living blood is the pump. And the heart, it is made like in a spinning. It's like in a spinning. They do take hearts apart and they roll it out, and they can show that it's a spinning, and it's a 7 instead of a 6 angle. It's 7. So it's not even. it's like a special thing. So as it goes into your heart, your living blood pumps the heart. And that living blood pumps itself through your whole body because of the circular motion. It's called vortex. You can actually spot, if you want to drill holes or anything like that, there's ways that you can spot a vortex of where the water is. It gives out an energy, a vortex energy. And some of the flow is pretty strong, so the vortex is really strong, and it's like life. It's like life. So my blood is life. and you have to give it life. And how do you give it life? You must touch the earth. It's not maybe or anything like that. It's your feet must touch the earth. This grounds you. This gives life. Your shoes do not allow life. Life cannot come through your shoes. It has to come into your feet and up. And this equalizes you, because it's like ground level is 0. As you go up, there's the hertz, the pulling of the hertz increases, and that's the positive. And if you go under, the negative is what's happening. So the pull is negative. So the pull under the Earth's surface is negative. The pull above the Earth's surface is positive. So, and it's helpful, because you may think, well, the oxygen gets less, but it's not so heavy on you. The heaviness is right here at sea level, and it gets lighter as you go up. So, okay, so now, so we got a sunrise at 6:24 and a sunset at about 6:30 or 18:30. So if you went through the whole mathematics and everything, which you can see that I did, you know, you can find out for yourself that add up the minutes of daylight time, divide it by 15, and you get the muhurta. That's our life. That is what's corresponding to us. And I don't draw the lines, because if you would figure it out, you can see sunset, sunrise, they're right, you know, diagonally opposed to each other, okay? That's perfect. But because it's a 15 spaces, it doesn't come from midday to midnight. It's not able just to draw a straight line. It comes out to about, I think it's 12 degrees, because, you know, 180 divided by 15 is 12 degrees. So for each muhurta on that, I'd have to draw a line at 12 degrees, then 24 degrees, then 36 degrees, then gradually increasing. So I just left it without the lines. I don't have a good measure and everything. But that just gives you a glimpse, and to notice how nature is there to support you. We can't just always live on this, you know, 24-hour clock and everything. We have to acknowledge the existence, at least acknowledge the existence. And the really heavy thing is that if you were to go and talk to the people on other planets, you know, if you go, they think we're a bunch of fools. Because the GPO, the location, you know, the locator in the universe for our planet is in Ujjain. It's not in Greenwich. You can't just pick something up and put it someplace else because you conquered some country and now you're the owner. It's foolish. You don't do that. The zero longitude is in Ujjain. His name is Mahakaleshwaram. In other words, it's Shiva appearing as time. Mahakaleshwaram. And that you say, okay, it's not so bad, everything can be adjusted and everything. Well, here in India we're 29 minutes off. So like an astrologer calculating something, when you get into something like that, an astrologer calculating for auspicious, inauspicious, and this, that, and the other, he's got to calculate that fudge factor of 29 minutes. He's got to put it in there. And maybe it's this way, maybe it's that way, and maybe in different times of the year it's another way. It throws everything off. You can just give an approximation. You can't really just dive right into it. So it's not a small thing. I mean, if somebody takes the location that you're going to meet somebody and dumps it, you would be really upset. Well, that's what they did here. They took the location for you coming. You came to this planet. You were sent to this planet. You took birth in this planet. So you were sent on the location of Ujjain. And then from the location of Ujjain, you got to your personal place. I mean, this universe is big, you know. You have to get some sense to it. And the people who are running the universe, they would see this as foolish to change such a thing. And it hides living matter. That means that there's something behind it. They want to hide the secret. They want to hide the secret of living. Everything is living. Everything has life in it to it. And they want to make it lifeless. They want to make it something like, I decide, democratic votes, and this is it, and it's gone. So just pay attention to it. You know, so you can do a breakdown on the muhurtas. You know, I could go through it and everything, but it's better you get a breakdown of the muhurtas, because the muhurtas are ruled by Astakaliya Lila. Astakaliya Lila. The 8 divisions of the pastimes of Krishna are the governor of the whole muhurtas. They are under that control. So it's not just a thing that, you know, somebody invented or is pushing it and everything. It's something that has come down from that realm down to here, so that we can identify. So if I take away the identification, it's hard to identify ourselves with that realm. If you can sit and then try to understand where you are. Okay, now you know, anybody knows that taking sankalpa means 2 things: time of the universe and place in the universe. They took it away. Time in the universe and place in the universe. Why? Because I'm Shonaka, sitting right here in Mathura on the banks of the Yamuna, and that is how I can describe myself. You know, that's the description, my location and the time of the universe also. So sankalpa, very difficult to do nowadays, very difficult, because they've shifted everything around. So, and it's not that sankalpa is just for special days. You should always remind yourself where you are and what time it is. Let's see, Lord Brahma is approaching 50 years old, and it's 28th cycle, so it's almost lunchtime in his daytime. It's almost about lunchtime for Brahma, and he's just about 50 years old. So, you know, you can get a better picture like that our Brahma is sitting up there. He's just about to take his lunch and everything. This is universe time. Universe time is his time. So that shows some, you know, some intelligence. I don't have the ability or anything like that, because what I do is I just calculate, okay, now 48 minutes, I'm going to use 48 minutes for a muhurta until maybe a month goes by, because it doesn't change that much. because the next change is in June, sometime in June. Usually 21st of June, it'll change, and that's the solstice. The solstice, the summer solstice, our days are the longest around June 21st. So again, you know, I'm not going to be doing it every day. I'll do it maybe twice before the solstice comes. And then I can calculate. I can know. Because the space of time is a personality. And you can shake hands with him, you know, and know him and everything. And every space of time has a name, identification, and also some people put auspicious, inauspicious, but actually everything that comes from Krishna is auspicious. But sometimes they do what you don't want them to do. So they call it inauspicious. So the best thing to do when a space of time is inauspicious is go to sleep, you know, or take a rest. You know, so in those times when the inauspicious time comes, you take rest. And Tesla did that about six times a day. He had to go take rest. He always used 3, 6, 9. So at 6 times a day, he would take some rest. And I've been told that Benjamin Franklin did the same thing, because they just felt that they were more connected. So I'll try to remember to put that video about the heart. The heart's not the pump. Your living blood is the pump. You give life to your blood. And how you give life to your blood, you love your body. You have to show that you love your body. You have to touch the body, communicate with the body. Make sure that it knows that you love your body. You don't neglect, you know. Oh, this part is too dirty, okay. And this part is very clean, okay. And this part gives me pleasure, oh. You put more attention there than the other parts. The other parts feel a little bit neglected and everything. But no, don't do that. Put attention, equal attention to your whole body, because we're a whole entity that has to work together. And get some life in your body. And life is sun. Sun, you have to be in the sun. And also the life is the earth. You have to touch the earth. And if it's not possible to touch the earth, then, sorry to make it so simple, just put your big toe in your mouth. When you put your big toe in your mouth, it's about the best electrical balancer that you have. Especially the fingernail, the toenail. The toenail is just about the best. You can do it to your fingers if you like, just to balance yourself somewhat. But it's a necessity. It helps you out. It takes off some, you know, maybe some fog. Maybe not a big blockage. Maybe you're just taking off some fog. But at least it helps you to recognize things better. Yeah, I hope that helped out. Okay, equinox tomorrow, 20th. And then I'll be using 48.4 for the daylight times, for the Muhurta daylight times. Okay, thank you.